Tonight's November 18th, 2014, and we're just about 14 days or so away from the space computer being launched in Dubai. Can you believe that, five-star team? This is really an exciting time. 2015 is going to be gigantic, and so I again encourage you to build as big a team as you can now between now and the end of the year, and especially really before December 9th, so you have a really nice paycheck for yourself when the first paychecks come out, the first payday on December 16th. And so the two next dates we're looking at here are December 9th, when we go into soft launch, and then at that time we can order the product packages, and then December 16th will be paid. But during that time, December 2nd through December 6th in Dubai, they're going to launch the space system, the beginning of history, folks, in wearable technology, the first wearable computers. So that's a very exciting time for all of us. Now I'm going to be going through some slides here. We'll see how it goes tonight on the recording as we get ready to hear the corporate update for tonight on Tuesday, again, November 18th, 2014. But just keep in mind here, we have a site. You can see it there, fivestarteam.org, www, even you can go right into it. And check around, meet the leaders. As I'm on here under Meet the Leaders, and there's going to be more as you send in your bio and your about you and your picture and about your success. See, it's all about you, folks. This team is your team. This is not Coach Everett's team or anybody else. This is your team, and together we win together. Together we conquer together. Together we build that team of 10 million people around the world, making a meaningful difference in people's lives. Again, we all know who these people are. And we know that Fabio Galdi, the CEO of World Global Network, is going to be right up here with Carlos Slim Helu. I mean, he's made, Carlos here has made a lot of money in mobile technology in Mexico. Obviously, he's worth $84 billion. I would say he's done pretty well. Well, this man down here has done exceptionally well himself, and so he's about to go up here because, this company is powered by us, the people. This is the people's technology company, folks. This is the people's chance to not only use technology like you use Microsoft's technology or Apple's technology, maybe some of Oracle's technology, but not only to use it, but actually be able to share in the success of the sales of the technology. And that's just absolutely amazing. There's so many people that would give anything to share in the success of Microsoft or Apple or Samsung. And now we do have that chance. And we know it has offices all over the world. It's already a well-established company in over 200 countries now, with over 300,000 people associated with it. A strong company, going to be on the New York Stock Exchange here shortly in the United States. Going to be its own telephone company in the United States. On and on and on. And the wearable technology market, as you can see up here, this is from Cisco. Look at the growth curve. I mean, I'm a financial advisor, and I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that before. The wearable technology market growing 5 times faster than the mobile market. And the mobile market was the fastest growing technology market of all time, which tells us, by virtue of this statement, growing 5 times faster, we're in the fastest growing market of all time in technology. So that's an incredible time. And again, as a highlight here, you can see the wearable technologies covering every sector from business operations, security, medical, wellness, sports, fitness, lifestyle, communication, glamour, education, on and on and on. In every area of our life, as you can imagine, anything that could be worn on your body is a wearable device. And all these wearable devices can literally be powered by our space computer as we move forward, as more things come out. But initially, this is just what it kind of looks like. There's going to be some really cool glasses come out with this. This is just a prototype, basically. This will fit in the palm of your hand, about like a deck of cards or so. And then you're going to have a screen here that's actually going to be larger than 40 inches, about a 48-inch diagonal screen, virtual reality screen. And you're going to be able to watch movies, games, TV, sports, news, read books, be able to look out across the street and have a screen literally that's 3 stories high. And your glasses will have Dolby surround sound, and the computer is itself, it connects itself to the internet. You don't need any cable or anything, and it actually will power other devices, other computers that you have to that. And preliminary studies show that this is a very huge market because, again, 5 times faster than the mobile market. And for everybody that has a smartphone, everybody you see that has a smartphone will definitely want one of these devices. So the market is going to be absolutely huge. Just selling a few of these is going to make this company a legend. It's going to make it a legacy company. And just with the people who are in it now, and those 300,000 people who are associated with the company now are going to be literally millions and millions of people. And really all we need to ask ourselves is this question: how big of that piece of that pie do I want? Because there are going to be people watching this tonight that are going to be absolutely grateful that they became part of this in 2015. They'll literally be retiring and doing all kinds of wonderful things. Well, the World Phone 4 is coming out, the United States here, and it's going to, you can call around the world in it, in over 100 countries, unlimited everything, folks. So this is very exciting. We're about ready to get started here. We're going to have a Affinity compensation plan. You know, and I'm just going to flip through these as we go through this as needed. And let me just park that for a minute as I go through this, not trying to hurry anybody. But I want to go back to this phone just for a second. This phone is absolutely wild, folks, because you can call 100 countries, landlines, mobile devices, whatever, around the world. Unlimited text, data, voice. For one flat fee, up to 5 people can be on it. It's going to be on the fastest 4G network in the United States. I mean, this thing's a screaming machine with the octa-core processor in it, fastest Android in the world. That's what I like about this company. They're not going to sell us old technologies. That's what's very cool. And then you tie in our product to this compensation plan, and you got a runaway machine here, something that is absolutely the most exciting pay plan I've ever seen. And with the money box, just talking about that, number 6, and getting that gigantic bonus once a year, people are not going to get out of this business. They're going to be in this business because of that money box alone, not to mention all these other huge incomes. And so as you learn more about this, you're just going to be very, very excited. The point is, though, this product, amongst this product and the other technology products they have, is going to drive this market and really drive this compensation plan to pay you a lot of money. And you want to be serious, you really do want to get this. This is our master plan, okay? It's normally $599, but because we're in pre-launch, you save $300. And again, you can order that on December 9th and be paid from your team on December 16th. So you're going to save a lot of money on that. So you're going to be able to buy this for $299. So you want to position yourself to win here, folks. It only costs you $49 to get an affiliate position, and you always you know as well as I do that the first people in have they're going to create the the greatest wealth. The people in Microsoft, when they got in with Microsoft and Bill Gates in the beginning, they've been retired for years with millions and millions and millions of dollars. Some of them are billionaires. And that's the kind of opportunity we have here. And keep in mind, they can't buy any of this technology from Best Buy or Costco or anywhere else. They have to get it from you. You just tell people, and they buy it, or tie them into the company. The company ships, takes care of all the warranties, takes care of everything. And our job's really easy, just telling people and sharing this stuff. And when you get this also, and they put on those glasses, they're going to have an aha moment, just like you and I are going to have an aha moment. So let's make some money together. Let's take action. Let's reach the world. Let's go out and touch our friends who need money. I mean, everybody needs money, but they don't know what to do to make any, okay? And being part of the 5-star team and pulling together, we can make it happen. Let me go ahead and pull this off to the side here, and we'll go right into the webinar here. We'll be right back with you. I'm going to go ahead and kind of exit out of this because they play these in the beginning. Usually all the presentations, I think they're cool. Our 5-star team has them too. This is a Power Clouds. This is awesome. The largest green energy project in the world, powered by the people. This is one of our products. We have this product all over the world now. We'll be getting this later on in the United States. This is incredible. The most incredible farms, thousands and thousands of these Power Clouds, 15 power plants done already. Absolutely, absolutely exciting what we're doing. Leveraging energy and technologies and all kinds of stuff to develop third world countries. I mean, we're doing some major things here with this company. So this is awesome, folks. This is very, very awesome for all of us. love these Italian people. Aren't they wonderful? All right, open up a new office. Exciting, folks. All over the world, there's World. It's going to be the most gigantic technology company of all time, the People's Technology Company, folks. Yours and mine. Let's have some fun together. Let's get on their yacht together. Let's get on this stage, 5-star team. Let's make it crowded with the 5-star team. What do you say, folks? Absolutely.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's so hard to believe that it's only 2 weeks from tonight that Dubai is going to open. It's going to be so exciting, and you still have a chance to get there. Of course, it's a ways away, but it's definitely going to be worth it because this is one of our special Diamond Life conventions that everybody's raving so much about. Now, the Dubai event is going to be from the 2nd until the 6th, and the days that you can attend without being a diamond. Now, this is an event for diamonds only, but they do open it up for 2 days from December 4th and 5th. And if you want to obtain tickets or register, you can find details on your website by clicking on the book your ticket now airplane that pops up on the screen. Well, it's only 3 weeks until we have our soft launch. This is going to be the beginning of everything that we've been working so hard for with World Global Network. The soft launch is when we're going to have the release of the space system. Now, the space system is something that's radically new. It's revolutionary. It's a new breakthrough in regards to integrated applications. Will provide the ultimate ability to connect, communicate, and collaborate with one another without ever having to leave your application. In other words, you never have to use email attachments in order to be able to connect and communicate with other people.
And hopefully Mr. Scott Arvin will be joining us in just a few minutes. But anyway, couple of things we want to talk about, and I'm going to kind of take over what I know that some of what Scott was going to share by getting into the field part of the information. And again, I apologize. We've got everybody still here. This is a brief corporate update. We're going to start touching bases. We're going to continue, better choice of words. We're going to continue to touch bases as we head towards the soft launch on Tuesdays and talking with many of you, people actually doing events tonight, small group presentations around the U.S. And so attendance is not as high as it's been. Instead of 1,500, we've got, including individuals that logged in without their names, we're sitting at or just below about 500 now. And that doesn't include the one computer. So anyway, let me pull my notes together here as I finish scrambling, but it's all good. A couple of updates here. The payment system. There's been a communication that went out. I've gotten, with very few exceptions, I think everyone's up to speed on the company's anti-fraud software correspondence. Everyone's understanding, up to speed. I mean, again, this is World Global Network is an international company with a proven track record, 3.5 years of processing, merchant services, processing receivables. They truly have an extremely advanced platform, and everything's working exactly like it should. Now, I know a couple of you, because I know you're on the call, you're saying it's not working. I understand these are isolated issues because and I'll just put it this way, everyone I personally sponsored in the last week and a half, no issues whatsoever. We've got, everybody's moving forward. People are I think, Mr. Scott Arvin, if I'm correct, you are right back. I jumped in, filled in the gap. Are you
Thanks
there?
so much. Jeff, that's what you do so well. I appreciate
Take
it.
it away, partner. I kind of hummed in hard.
I'll tell you what, we could just go round robin tonight, and it'll be great. Yeah, no problem at all. Thanks so much for stepping in, and I'll just kind of pick up the ball and roll it on down the road in regards to what we're talking about. What Jeff was starting to get into was the ability to sign people up. And this is obviously the most important thing that we do. And there has been some people that have been complaining about not being able to do that, or their cards have been declined for one reason or another. And I just want to go over and kind of pick up where Jeff was leaving off there in regards to the anti-fraud program that we've implemented here at Wolf Global Network. The reason why we have this is because identity fraud is the biggest problem that most people have in the world. It was recently shown on a survey that it's everybody's biggest fear. And identity fraud, identity theft is something that's happened to millions of people. And if it hasn't happened to you yet, it probably will. It has happened to me. I truly appreciate the ability to protect ourselves from credit card fraud, which obviously in an e-commerce type of situation like this has the potential to happen. So we have to protect not only you, but also the distributors that you're signing up and the company itself. So what we've done is everybody's able to sign up for $49 as an affiliate, and that gets you your affiliate digital starter kit. And what I want to share with you is the way that the actual anti-fraud system works, because first of all, you might be signing up someone from America, you might be signing up someone from Canada, maybe someone from Australia or Brazil. It's a worldwide opportunity, and now that we're online and you're able to be signed up, you can sign up for anybody in the world, but they cannot sign up without being with card being in the name of the person and the country of origin. In other words, if they're in Canada and trying to use a card that was issued to them from England, it's not going to work. So it has to be connected with the country of origin. That's the first thing that has to happen. So many times people might be signing up from some other location than where the card is, and that's not going to work. That's the first step that we have. The second thing is if you're trying to sign up somebody on your own personal computer, you can only sign up 2 people at any given time. All right, this is the other anti-fraud thing, because in the past, as we all know, there's been people that have signed up maybe 10, 15, 20 people off of one computer at one time, and that obviously provides plenty of opportunity for fraud to happen. So the first thing is the card has to be used and in the country that it was issued in. The second thing is that your own computer, which is tracked, your IP number is a unique number to your computer. And you can't sign up more than 2 people at any given time, or in other words, only 2 transactions, not multiple transactions at any given time. And the third thing, the third thing is that you can't sign up people using more than 2 cards. Now, one of the other issues is that people trying to sign up, and maybe they don't have the money on the card. It might be a debit card, and it might be a card that they haven't used before. But you cannot use more than 2 cards on any transaction. It will not accept a third. So there's only 3 basic rules, and these are pretty simple. The country of origin, only signing up 2 people as far as the transaction is concerned on your own personal computer. And the third thing is not using more than 2 cards for any given transaction. Now, we're not signing up people here for the initial order of $5.99 or $2.99. This is a $49 entry as far as buying your digital starter kit, so it's not a lot of money. But what we found is that 9 times out of 10, it's been user error. People have inputted the wrong number, they've left off some numbers, they've put in the wrong date, they didn't put in the right CSV on the back. There's a variety of different ways that people can make a mistake. And that mistake can only be handled, you can try to, handle that on 2 different occasions. After that, it's not going to let you do it. So it's important that when you talk with people and you're trying to sign up people, that you let them know that, that the card needs to be where they are as far as the country of origin is concerned, that it's going to be tracking them to their computer and they can't use more than 2 cards on any given transaction. Now, that's pretty simple. The country of residence, the address must be from the same country, and the card must be issued from the bank in the country as well, too. So this is very simple stuff, but this is all put in place not to try to create obstacles for people to be able to sign up, but to protect you and the company from credit card fraud. It's quite simple to understand, and it's also quite simple to explain to people as they're trying to sign up. And I think that that's going to eliminate a lot of the problems. Now, if you do have problems, this is one of the other things I wanted to talk to you about tonight, is how to handle problems. And that is, we have a very simple system, and that is to go into your back office and to submit a trouble ticket. Now, you can find that in your back office, and you just select support if you're looking for it in your back office. It's very simple to find. And then there's very simple instructions in regards to submitting or viewing a care trouble ticket. So once you do submit your ticket, you're going to get a number on that ticket, and that number is something that you want to write down or put in a file folder in order to be able to have access to it, because you can track that ticket in the system. So once you get that number, write it down or put it in a folder, and then when contacting customer support, then what you need to do is make sure that you provide your name, your username, your email, the ticket number, and then just give one sentence in regards to what the problem is about. So we have the ability to be able to try to track these down within 48 hours. And if you have issues that go longer than that, please go back to support in your back office, check the ticket number. You'll be able to view it in queue and be able to see what's happening with it. And then if it finally winds up being something that is not being handled in what you consider to be a reasonable period of time, we also have an email set up for customer support, which you can find at usaprelaunch@worldgn.com. That's usaprelaunch@worldgn.com. And once again, keep it simple. We don't need to have 10-page diatribes in regards to what the issues are. We only need to know your name, your username, your email address, and the ticket number. Please make sure you reference that. And then just one sentence about what it is or what the problem is. And then that will allow the person to be able to get back with you, because it's going to be sent to a corporate member who will then assist you with any of your questions. So we're just still in pre-launch, everybody. This is not our launch time. This is just pre-launch. We're bringing our systems online. We're bringing our human resources online. We've got a number of questions that have been answered on the website itself in regards to the FAQs, and we're adding to that every day. And so there should be an opportunity for you to go there first, check out what the problem is, see if it might be answered in the FAQs, and then just remember the simple basic rules in regards to our anti-fraud program. And, obviously the best thing for you to do in regards to signing up people is let them sign up themselves on their own computer in their own location and not use more than 2 different credit cards. So once again, the debit and credit cards need the affiliate's country of residence. The IP address must be from the same country, and the card that's issued must be from a bank within the country. All that's pretty simple stuff, but it's all absolutely important in regards to the card not being declined. And obviously, they need to have money on the card in order for it to go through. So those are the 2 little housekeeping things we have. So being able to sign up people, completely understanding the anti-fraud program that was put in for the benefit and the protection of both you and the people you're signing up, as well as the company itself. And then how to take care of little support issues in regards to maybe declines or other issues that you have in regards to submitting support tickets in your back office, and getting those numbers written down and being able to have access to those, following through with it, and then also the usaprelaunch@worldgn.com email. So that's kind of the housekeeping part of things. But what I'd really like to go to is super positive stuff, which has to do with the fact that we're only 2 weeks away from the Dubai launch and 3 weeks away from our soft, which is basically a new American revolution that's going to happen. This is going to be the most exciting time. Everything we've been working towards has been for the soft launch. Dubai, of course, is going to be a huge event. It's part of the event schedule, the Diamond Life Convention for World Global Network. It's the 3rd one that they've had, and it's always a spectacular event. This is an international event. Obviously, there's going to be over 5,000 people there, and if you'd like to attend, you can attend, even though you might not be a diamond. There's a couple of days that have been left open for people that are not diamonds to be able to attend, and that's going to be on the 4th and 5th of December. Now, the event actually runs from the 2nd. 4th and 5th have been reserved for you to be able to I mean, the 2nd through the 8th, but the 4th and the 5th have been reserved for people that are not diamonds to be able to attend. And you can find tickets in your back office. There's a special section for you right there. And, the events can be held at the World Trade Center, which is a spectacular event. Of course, Dubai is one of the world's most glamorous international destinations. And that's one of the reasons why the company has their Diamond Life conventions in these kinds of places. So that's going to be a really exciting event. And what also is exciting is it runs concurrently when it's over with our soft launch of the USA. And that's what we're really so excited about. Now, we put together a Go Master promotion that started right after pre-launch. Until then, everybody was having the opportunity to sign up in one of two capacities. Now, there's only two ways that you could have signed up prior to pre-launch. And that was, number one, as a WIP person. So that's what made you a world important person or a person. You signed up with a voucher that gave you your $49 for free. We covered the cost of your digital starter kit, and that puts you into the system. Now, we had a certain point up until the 8th of November where you could then position yourself and your teams in the back office. Now, this was kind of a dispensation that the company offered you to be able to actually position yourself and your team in the binary and also on your frontline teams as well too. So you had complete positioning capability to select where and who you wanted to put into what positions. Now, thousands of you made that choice and thousands of you exercised that unique opportunity, and that qualified you. There were some WIP members that did not take advantage of the timing to be able to do that, and so you were considered to be still a WIP member but unqualified. Okay, so we opened it up after a period of time and gave everybody that was a WIP member an opportunity for a couple of days to be able to go in and to be able to, take advantage of the timing and position themselves. They missed the cutoff date as far as the actual qualification period was concerned, but once again, the company gave you a dispensation to go in, and if you did take advantage of positioning yourself, then that made you in a different category than a qualified person, but it did put you into a position where you had qualified for the Go Master program if you decided to exercise that. Now, the only other group of people but those people are, and without a voucher, you might be sitting on a line that's got, dozens, if not hundreds of people underneath you. And you can certainly lock in your position just simply by going back to your website and putting in the $49 for your digital starter kit. I would greatly encourage you to do that, because if you don't, we are going to at some point.
They're going to purge people out of the system is what he's trying to get at. So if you're free and you've signed up, you need to go in and upgrade. Log in and click upgrade, upper right-hand corner, and pay your $49. Otherwise, you could be purged out of the system, losing your position and missing out on those people who are underneath you. That's what Scott's trying to say here. For some reason tonight, we're having a little bit of a cutout problem.
Future, purge all the free members. That's just dead weight. We're going to put $9, lock in your position. You'll be really glad. Position promotion, which is fantastic. Now, let me show.
Again, he keeps cutting out here, but you'll be able to buy this master pack not for $5.99, but for $299 by activating your spot now before December 9th.
On coming into the business with your initial. Now, I know that is something that you might not understand yet. Revolutionary, most radical. I have both had the opportunity to do it. Your life will change at that moment because it's so outstandingly unbelievable. This little guy is only 2.5 inches tall. You can imagine, but it's got 8 CPUs. And
this is, again, he keeps cutting out. This is what he's talking about.
If you technical people out there, what that means is that laptops run on usually 2 to 4 CPUs, your laptop. A desktop is generally not much more than that. This is put in your pocket. But the cool thing, and it has its own hotspot. You turn it on, you're instantly connected to the internet. It creates its own Wi-Fi, so you can, use other products or other devices around it, other peripherals. It has a USB plug-in where you can actually externally run projectors, TVs, other displays. It's 4G enabled and Bluetooth. All of this is built into this little package. It's only 2.5 inches tall, but the thing when I'm talking about displays is the Lumina display connects wirelessly to the space computer. The space computer drives the Lumina glasses. You put these glasses on, and immediately you've got HD video and HD audio. The HD audio is built right into the earpiece, and you're looking through the glasses, and it's pure HD quality. I watch movies on these glasses. Crystal clear HD quality. And the beauty of it is that the focal point, if you're looking up close like you would be sitting in front of your computer screen, it looks like a big 40-inch TV, LED screen TV. If you go and look out the window and look across the street, the range actually creates a greater height as the dimension of the screen. So the perception is from 40 inches, this thing goes all the way up to 420 inches. I had to figure that out on a calculator.
3 stories high. Wow. So this thing goes 3 stories high, folks. Doesn't lose any crystal vision at all. It's just as clear as a bell. And when people put these on, to tell you, we're going to have an aha moment. I know I am, and I know you will, and so will everybody you know. In fact, like on my other presentations, as we wait for Scott to chime back in here,
That's
everybody's going to want
over
one.
33 feet high. That's vision. And you can see it to a computer monitor, except it's in glasses. It's absolutely phenomenal.
And yet,
We're probably going to start taking orders for it in January because we want to deliver that starting in March. We have about a 90-day lead time on the product. We're going to be taking to buy something of this nature. It's going to be priced to sell, but it's also going to be priced for profit. It's going to be absolutely amazing the way that this is going to drive commissions. And that's one of the reasons why you want to get positioned at the master level. So those of you that are WIP qualified people, you're already there. For those of you that did not make it on the first round, that came in, you still came in on a voucher, you're a WIP person, well, you're going to get everything I just described except for the $500 discount. You can still buy on December 9th the $599 Master Pack. That's the way you go, Master. You do that for $299, and then you're going to be able to get positioned into the pay plan as a Master. So you basically get everything except the $500 coupon. Now, for those of you that are in that position, please understand that's available to you. All you have to do is exercise your right and your privilege on December 9th. So you want to be building between now and then to get yourself and your team in position so that they understand truly the implications of what this means in terms of commissions, because our first commission run in the USA is going to be on December 16th. That's the beginning of our weekly commission run. So December 9th, if you understand what the implications are of going master right now and getting yourself and your team in position December 9th and then building all the way through, that first commission check is going to be an incredible amount of money. We're expecting people to be able to make some really big checks that first week. And once we turn on the commission machine here at World Global Network, we're never going to turn it off. That's the beginning of everybody's lifestyle change, everybody's income. So those are the 3 things I wanted to talk to you about tonight. The anti-fraud situation in regards to maybe cards getting declined, I cleared that up pretty clearly, hopefully. It was all in an email previously. Read these emails when we send them out. We take a lot of time to craft together for you in a way that you can understand. Sometimes the questions that come in were already in the email, but nobody bothered to read it. So please read the email communications that come out. The other thing is the Go Master program as well, too. And And then so I talked about the anti-fraud, the Go Master, and the what was the other thing? Support. That's the other thing that's a very important thing. So, I just got so excited about talking about the release of the space system. I don't have time to go through the other products, but the digital apps are unbelievable. Of course, the wireless system. I did see something from somebody earlier that said, can we buy the wireless system separate from the space system service plan? The answer to that is no. It all goes together as a package. You have the opportunity to buy the space service plan without the wireless, but you can't buy the wireless without the space service plan. We have including international unlimited calling to over 100 countries. And I can tell you that when you figure out what the price point is in regards to the space service plan and then what you're paying for the wireless, it's an unbelievable bargain. And it's running on the fastest 4G network in the country. And you can add up to 5 different family members at a small, reasonable price. So, the World Phone 4 is going to be available. It's more than what I can talk about right now. But the important thing right now is how do you take advantage of time between now and the 9th of December? And that's where I want to bring Jeff. Hey, Jeff, thanks so much for stepping in for me a little bit earlier. And now I'm going to turn this over to you so you can tell people some strategies about how they can go master and really take advantage of time.
Hey, thank you so much, Scott, and good evening to all of you. So I'm sitting here, I'm taking notes, and look, these are corporate up. I think we all know this. I mean, this is designed to get the leaders positioned with the latest information. I think all of you know, in fact, the couple hundred or so that I've talked to over the last time, the company's continuing to add to the frequently asked questions consist. So what does that mean? That means for us, it doesn't have to be every day, but every couple of days, coffee in the morning, just pop into your website, take a look at the frequently asked questions, skim it, and you'll see that there's continued questions that are and answers that are added just on an ongoing basis over the next couple of weeks as we move towards the official soft launch. I also want to let you know this platform that we're using, that Scott's using right now just for this webinar, obviously is part of the space system. And so as we get into the soft launch December 9th, I know the company is going to be doing detailed product specific coaching on the various products and services. That's something that I'm going to plug into. I just want to get real comfortable with how to use the platform. One little FYI for a couple of you that I've talked to, the counter for this webinar, the counter counts individuals that have logged into the webinar and entered their name. And especially it's interesting when we're obviously one family community here with World Global Network. A lot of people access the webinar without entering their name for different reasons, I guess, and those aren't counted. So typically anywhere from 25 to 35%, you'll see this in your own webinars when you're leading your own business overview presentations. You'll see anywhere from 20, 25 to 35% of the participants are not included in it because they didn't log in with their name. And then the other variable, and this is a little bit of product coaching because every one of us as leaders we're going to be using this platform beginning December 9th. The other thing to factor in, many of you, and I know a number of you are having small group presentations. And so you've got anywhere from 6, 8, 10, 15, 20 people around a computer and or projecting on a screen having your meeting. And so that you factor that in. So I just share that with you because that's something most people don't know. And it's very interesting. So at least it is for me because that's, the platform is scalable. The 5, 10, 15 people on a call or a webinar or whether we've got 1,000 people. And so the focus point, one of the things that I want to communicate for just a few minutes as we head towards the home stretch for tonight's webinar is I want to talk about what your focus is. I mean, obviously every one of us as affiliates positioned in pre-launch with World Global Network, we're excited. You're the CEO. You can do whatever you want to do in terms of your time, effort, and energy expended. And please understand that. I mean, that goes without saying. However, For those of you that want to build a serious business, I mean, as leaders, as business people, we have the opportunity to focus on what we choose to focus on. And what I want to encourage all of us to do, depending on your goals, is to focus on the activities that are going to make the compensation plan come alive beginning December 9th. So what are those activities? Some people in what I call, and I say this with love and respect, some people are in management mode. And what I mean by that is they're waking up and kind of reacting to, I call it fetch. And I say this respectfully because I've done it and I do it. I mean, lots of wonderful people can come up, lots of questions. But at the end of the day, as leaders, we have to shape people's focus. In other words, we have to help people focus on those few things that are productive rather than the tension relieving activities of playing fetch with a Q&A. There's lots of things that anybody can come up with. However, the only thing that's going to actually pay us, the only thing equip and empower us and our team to experience the compensation plan the week of December 9th with the fast retail pay building towards the first weekly pay on December 16th is the exposure activity. In other words, sharing the World Global Network story. That's what you and I are paid for. That's the most productive use of our time. And let me make the point this way. If my organization, just use simple, if let's say you've got a team, a pre-launch team of 10 people, and 9 of those people, wonderful people, valuable members of the team, but if 9 of those are greeting you every morning with detailed questions, some of which are not going to be answered until soft launch. Some of them might not be answered, until our official kickoff launch in March. But you've got one person that is excited, that's wanting to put you in front of people to share the World Global Network story, that's wanting to put you on 3-way calls. Here's my question, rhetorical question to make the point. Who are you going to spend your time with? Are you going to go back and forth all day on a Q&A, or are you going to focus on that one person that wants to put you in front of people and build a team? And I share this with you because the focal point for us right now needs to be team building. It needs to be the interactivity that leads to sponsorship, which puts the organization in place so that when we transition to the soft launch phase on December 9th, people are going to be excited. They're going to be inspired because they're getting paid. So it's real simple. I tell people that look, there's a 4-step plan for you and me in terms of who your upline success coach is. We've got some amazing leaders that are part of the organization. We've got new affiliates, amazing leaders joining every single day. But at the end of the day, what we do and what we get paid for and what we get paid on can be summarized in 4 simple steps. Number 1, decide what you want. For each one of us, decide what you want with World Global Network. What is it that you want short-term, mid-term, and what do you want between now and the end of December? And figure out what you want, because everything else is going to be kind of driven from that vision of what it is that you want to create. Number 2, build a list. If you want to have a big December in terms of compensation, then obviously you and I need to focus on building a list and sharing World Global Network with the most influential men and women that you know first. Okay, so that's number 2, build a list. Number 3, invite your follow-up. In other words, invite people to learn about the World Global Network, learn about what we're doing and why we're doing it. Share the information by sending them to your marketing website, have them look at the videos, and then follow up them on a 3-way call with your upline success coach. It's literally that simple. The exposure activity, I call it the pattern of activity. We want to measure that pattern of activity. Invite, share, follow up, rinse and repeat. That's the most productive thing that you and I.
And Jeff has now had a little bit of a thing on his end, and so internets are internets. But the bottom line is, I think the point that he's making here is we need to get our focus
between now and
on signing up folks.
Launch tools, and maybe use the PDF presentation. And again, so you can share with individual exposures. Many of the leaders are doing, in fact, Brad Joyce is just, as an example, I was just talking to him right before the webinar. He and his team have started 2 business overview webinars a week and 1 training every Sunday. They're doing that all the way through soft launch. Many leaders are traveling, doing meetings. So however you choose to share and expose, individual exposures, conference calls, webinars, small group presentations, here's the key. It's that exposure activity which leads to sponsorship, which is going to make the compensation plan spring to life the week. Build a list. Number 3, invite, share, follow up that list. And number 4, plug them into your upline success coaches. Do it once somebody comes on board. Set up a call with your upline success coach, introduction call. They'll help acclimate and plug them into the system, and we're off and running. And so from my perspective, the most important thing that I can be focusing on is helping you and your teams. If you want me to help you with conference calls, if you want me to help you with webinars, then I'll absolutely do it. I'm available. Everything we're doing now is positioning. So I am going to Dubai. I'm going to be flying out actually on the 30th of November, getting there on the 1st. I'll be there the entire week. I know some of you are coming, and for those that aren't, if you've got contacts that want to plug in, that can come into the general session from Europe or from the Middle East, let me know. Reach out to me, and we'll roll out the red carpet for them. But it's going to be an amazing event. And then when we come back, here's my last comment, and I'm tossing it back to Mr. Scott. When we come back, I'm already coordinating with many of the leaders. We're going to start a weekly system, a weekly business overview webinar. Okay, it's going to be a webcast with the kind of numbers that we're generating, and then we're going to do a once a week training webcast. And then that's all we're going to do as a total organization. And then, of course, as leaders, that gives you the ability to augment and supplement whatever weekly schedule you want with live events and everything else that we'll be doing moving forward. But in the short term, because of Thanksgiving in the States next week, and then the big Dubai event, leaders on their own are doing their own conference calls, webinars, small group presentations, and I'm plugging in and supporting those. And I'm also doing 3-way calls. So anything I can do to help you build and grow, let me know. And the other thing I want to share is this. We know, there's a lot. This is the U.S. pre-launch. But what I want our neighbors to the north and the south to understand, our Canadian leaders and partners, and our leaders and partners from Mexico, is we look at this as absolutely a North American expansion global network. Now, the reason, and please hear me out on this, and this is not the company talking, it's me talking. The reason that we talk about this being a U.S. launch is because technically it is. In other words, Canada is already open. Y'all can order packs. You already participate in the international compensation plan. The same is true of Mexico. So even though our leaders in Canada to the north, our leaders from Mexico to the south are absolutely a critical part of this pre-launch, vertically integrated into the launch of the United States, just please understand that it's, from a corporate perspective, it's a different dynamic. In other words, there is a different product. You're already in business. It can participate in the compensation plan in the U.S. We're in pre-launch. But as we move forward into soft launch, it's all coming together. That's the thing I want to communicate. It's all, we know who you are. We love you. We respect you. We appreciate you. And you're a huge part of this mission and this movement as we move forward. And I just wanted to make sure and share that, because we just want you to understand that. And that's going to be demonstrated in terms of communications after we get into the soft launch to the official launch, and it's going to be communicated in my travel schedule. If you want me to, I'm going to be heading north end to support all of your efforts. So thanks so much. Let's get out there. Let's sponsor the sponsoring activity, the exposure activity. Let's focus on productive activity that is going to make a lot of excited people on our teams as we transition into the soft launch on December 9th. And so with that, Mr. Scott Arvin, back to you, sir.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. That's well words of wisdom, folks. Jeff, thanks so much for sharing with us. I always look forward to what you have to share with us every week. And I want to second your emotions in regards to our neighbors to the north, because this is actually the launch of the Americas, and the vertical integration that you spoke about so eloquently is going to happen. In fact, it's already happening as we dovetail into this one world. From many countries, one world. That's one of the things we're really bringing together now. Many countries, one world, one culture that transcends boundaries, transcends borders. This is a family, this is a movement, this is a moment in time that everyone should understand is historic. We
And he's having a little bit of cutout issues again. Know this team,
We've
Five
only
Star
got 3
Team.
weeks
Just a
until the
minute.
software are available to you in the PDF. The details and the products are available there. Most of your questions can be answered there. And I want to let you know that we're here for you every step of the way, working round the clock to put together an environment, a culture, a foundation, structure of support that would allow you to go out and build your dreams as big as you want to build them, because that's what we're here for. With that, I want to thank everybody for your attendance tonight. You have a great week. And like I said, this is your time. This is your moment. Take advantage of it, because this is your World Global Network. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now.
And I just wanted to add thanks to Scott there and to Jeff and for all of the great leadership within World Global Network and the leaders who are listening to this. And so we need to sponsor, folks. We need to share this with people, and we need to really pour the coal to it really pour the effort to it here until December 9th, so you get a really nice paycheck for Christmas time. But not only you, people on your team. You've heard my other videos how important it is to help other people because they're struggling for money and they need more money. And now you have a chance to buy this master pack here in front of you, not for $5.99, but for $299 if you get in now. And you can buy it on December 9th and be paid on your team on December 16th. And so it's very, very simple equation. You have a lot of videos up on my YouTube channel. We have it on our 5starteam.org site. You have your own website on WGN. It's just a matter of sharing it with people, having them stop long enough, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to look at what we're all about, to hear what we're all about, and then reach them at their area of importance and help them sign up for $49. It's really, really that simple. And I sent out a video today covering a lot of this that he went on about the anti-fraud. So be watching that. If you don't have that, please send me an email to coacheverts@gmail.com. My last name is spelled like the word ever with a TS on the end. So that's coacheverts@gmail.com, and I'll get that information out to you. But as a team, we win. Divided, we fall, folks. But as a team, we win. Remember that. And so you can go out and change your financial future if you start right now to make it happen. In 2015, we're going to be really going full steam ahead. We all are. We're doing it right now. And I want to encourage you to be part of that. So productive activity is exposure, invite, expose, share the program, follow up, repeat. And really, it's pretty simple. I'll be available for three-way calls if you need me. You know my phone number, whatever. But it's really a pretty simple process, and I wish you the very best. And I'm excited. I can't wait to shake your hand as we go across the stage and on the company yachts going forward. Thank you. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next Tuesday night, which is the 25th of November, at the same location, same time, 9 p.m. Central Time, same link. Take care. God bless you. God bless your family, and we'll see you at the top.